We thank you for joining us on the news at 2 on Lagos Television. I am Tinuke Oloruntoyin Folami. The Kano State government has ordered the immediate demolition of the Nasarawa Mini Palace housing the deposed Emir Aminu Ado Bayero. Kano State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Haruna Dederi, who gave the directive during a press conference held at the Government House Kano, said the property where the deposed Emir currently resides has been marked for renovation, including demolition of a part of its wall. This is coming hours after a federal high court in Kano State, presided over by Justice A.M. Liman, nullified all steps taken by the state government sequel to the Kano Emirate Council Repeal Law 2024, which reinstated Muhammadu Sanusi II as the 16th Emir by the Kano State government. Speaking on the court ruling, Dederi insisted that the judgment confirmed that the new Kano Emirate Law 2024 remains intact, while only actions taken post-accent to the bill in defiance of a prior court order were nullified. According to the Attorney General, the ruling of the court has unequivocally reaffirmed the validity of the law passed by the Kano State House of Assembly and assented to by the Executive Governor of Kano State on Thursday, May 23, 2024. It said that Muhammadu Lamido Sanusi remains the 16th Emir of Kano State. Now, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has reserved judgment in the appeal filed by former Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amewule, and 24 others against the Speaker, Victor Okojumbo, and 5 others. The appellate court adjourned after the parties in the suit adopted all their briefs in the matter. At the proceeding conducted virtually, Amewule and others are asking the court to stay execution of a high court judgment which saw them out of office and further proceedings in the suit, insisting that whatever decisions Jumbo has taken while in office should be set aside. They are also asking for an accelerated hearing in the matter, while contending that the order made by the trial court was without jurisdiction. In their response, Amewule and others praised the court to dismiss the appeal for lacking in merit because the records of appeal transmitted were incompetent. After listening to the submission of the lawyers in the appeal, the 3-man panel led by Justice Jimi Olukayode Bada reserved a date for judgment to be communicated to the parties in the suit. Recall that the appellate court had in a ruling on June 14 ordered that all parties in the suit maintain status quo and cease every form of hostilities until the matter is heard and decided. Still on Rivers State, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has directed the continuation of the police barricade on local government secretariat in Rivers State to prevent a breakdown of law and order. The IGP gave the directive while fielding questions from journalists in Abuja on the sideline of a conference with commissioners of police and other senior officers. He said the police will continue to occupy the secretariat until a court of competent jurisdiction delivers judgment on the local government crisis in Rivers State. The IGP, who also spoke on the controversy over the recruitment of constables and the allegations by the Police Service Commission, said the management of the force will not sit and watch while questionable and incompetent persons are recruited into the force. Egbetokun maintained that the Nigeria Police Force is a specialized institution that is not meant for all Nigerians. The Abia State Security Trust Fund has commended the Lagos State government for implementing policies aimed at protecting lives and property of residents in the state. This was said during the agency's understudy visit to Lagos State Security Trust Fund. Executive Secretary, Lagos State Security Trust Fund, Razak Balogun, who received his Abia counterpart, said there has been mutual understanding between the agency and the state's executive.
We've had successive governors of our state who have taken this trust fund very, very seriously. They hold it as their baby and they support it in all ways and manner that a governor can support any initiative of successive government. It wasn't a question of the governor created it, so another one came and just abandoned it. No, it has always been a very consistent pattern. Our governors are our chief fundraisers.
Balogun also gave insights on funding marine police in the state.
We cannot do it alone. It's not possible because this is not our formations. These guys have budgets too now in Abuja. But because every chief executive must keep his state safe, we continue to finance that. And I must tell you that the marine police structure is a very, very expensive. When we ask for donations, which is what you're also trying to do, we always applaud our few donors. I'm emphasizing on those few donors.
Abia has a reduced rate in kidnapping and other crimes, but that notwithstanding, the governor is not resting on his hours. That's why we are here to help fund some of these agencies, like I have mentioned here, the military, police, Navy, DSS, etc.
There are a lot of things we are going back with. One, to look at the peculiarities of our own environment in comparison to your own environment. So we're going to tweak ours to align with our own peculiarities.
We've learned from you, and we'll all have to sit down to say, look, what more can we do? How do we just put down our thinking boards and see how we can make things work?
All that the Kogi State Security Trust Fund and Delta State Security Trust Fund have also visited Lagos State to also understudy the state security system. The need for comprehensive reform and inclusive governance is crucial to addressing the myriad issues facing the country. This was emphasized at the Nigerian Human Rights Community Lecture to mark the 25th anniversary of June 12. The lecture delved into the historic significance of June 12, 1993, when Nigeria held what is often considered the freest and fairest election in its history.
The story of June 12 was a narrative of maneuvers, of cowards, commanders, traitors, and tyrants. And the year was as unforgettable as it was memorable. It was a time when Nigeria's road to full democratization was thorny, bumpy, and windy.
That will ensure fair representation, transparency, and accountability in governance.
To get something from him, something fundamental and drastic ought to happen. He ought to declare a state of emergency on Nigeria, the state of the economy, so as to bring us out of the wood. Nigerians must survive before all the other big things, policy that is initiating can come into fruition.
Also to remind the president that the oppression in whatever form will be resisted by Nigerians. We also want to remind President Tinubu that time is running out and the expectations of the people are high. We recognize his efforts.
The president understands the challenges that people are going through at the moment, and is striving hard to ensure that these challenges are temporary and that they are surmounted. The problems are temporary, but I know that with the determination of Mr. President, Nigeria will turn the corner. But our people also need to play their part.
The Voices at the Nigerian Human Rights Community Lecture is a reminder of the journey towards a more equitable and just society, which requires the collective effort of all citizens. In sports, the final match day of the MPFL 2023-2024 season is set to deliver high-stakes drama both at the top and bottom of the table. Enugu Rangers have already secured a continental ticket, while Remo Stars are favorites to join them in the CAF Championship League. Correspondent Ijoma Chibu tells us more.
The monthly Lagos Boxing Initiative produced winners in different weight categories. The June edition tagged ring bragging rights featured 2 international fights and a supporting bout. The tournament helps to give professional boxers a platform to exhibit their skills and gain ranking points ahead of major fights across the world. Over 5 bouts were decided in both the male and female category. Both President Nigeria Boxing Board of Control MBBOFC Rafiu Ladipo and Secretary General MBBOFC Remi Aboderin agree that Nigeria has talented boxers, but the challenge is getting more promoters to organize tournaments regularly. They said although professional boxing is getting better in the country, but more still needs to be done for Nigerian pugilists to fight top world boxing stars.
Nigeria's boxing gradually and systematically is coming of age. We're seeing boxers, lively boxers, who have the potentials of becoming champions in their various categories. And I'm happy for the show, especially as it involved some Ghanaians. The Ghanaians are giving their best, and the Nigerians are standing up to them equally.
Oh, I feel good. I feel elated that we are moving forward. We are progressing in Nigerian pro boxing. I feel very good. No doubt about that. Concerning what is happening today, this is basically what we want. We want to improve the game of pro boxing in Nigeria and get it to the height of international recognition, where our boxers can compete internationally and be the best that they can be.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts in seconds. If they fail to keep focus in what they have put so much energy into, definitely they will not achieve what they expect to achieve in life. And that is the reason why I would advise them to keep focus, to know what they are doing, to believe in themselves and believe in what they can achieve in the future.
If you're training and you're in good condition, you always get a win. You hopefully always get a win. And it's actually the mindset as well. I've always had the mindset of a winner, so it's not a surprise that I've come out with a win today.
The Lagos Boxing Initiative is sanctioned by the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, NBBFC.
For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. In case of emergencies, please call 767 or 112. They are toll-free lines. Many thanks for watching. Plan to join us at 4 for the state news. I am Tinuke Oloruntoyin Folami.
Thank you.